If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. That's the definition of a disciple. And there's some harsh terminology in there. If you would come after me, if you would say, hey, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, you have to deny yourself. What are you denying yourself there? One, your own will. You're supposed to deny that you even exist. Now it's all about you and your relationship with Jesus Christ. So that has to go. This idea of like, well, I'm a free person and I get to go do this and do. No, you are a slave of Christ, a prisoner of Christ. And then secondly, you deny yourself the ability or the inclination to indulge sin without any conscience. We're still going to sin. But what you're denying yourself is, my will is no longer my own, it belongs to Christ, and my inclination to indulge every little whim, every little fancy, every little sin, that has to be curbed because now I'm under the headship of Jesus Christ. And so he says, deny yourself, take up your cross. Oh, this is very harsh. When we hear that term, we think of, well, I'm going to go get a cross tattoo and tell everybody that I'm a Jesus freak. Wrong. You know that term cross in the first century? That was the most vile, filthy cuss word you could ever use. In Roman society, Hellenistic society, all over the Mediterranean world, in the first century, that was a conversation you didn't have amongst women and children. You never used that word. And so here it is in Scripture. It would have been considered very explicit. Like, man, I can't believe he just used that word. Because they had all seen, or they knew, they had images, they had heard of the cruelty and the filthiness of crucifixion. And so this is not this beautiful picture per se. It's the implement of your own death. Deny yourself your own will. Well, I want to indulge this sin. No. Take up your own implement, a horrific implement of your own death. I am willing to die to follow you, Jesus, the most horrible death. And then what he says, and then follow me. Man, if that's the definition of a follower of Christ, most of us aren't even in the same zip code, man.